Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another episode of Civilization VI Rise and Fall with iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. Because I got my ass kicked in my last marathon game, I had to start over, but don't worry, you won't be watching from turn 1. I'm gonna speed through the gist of what happened in this new marathon game over the first 90 turns, then we'll jump back into the live commentary. Our city started off in a position pretty similar to what we had in the last game, only this time around we've got food resources and trees within our borders, which means we're going to grow much faster than we did last time, and we've got things we can tear down to speed up production. At about turn 25, I finished the research for mining and had 2 builders that I received from goody huts standing in the woods waiting to chop them down. I started production on a settler that was originally going to take 30 turns, that got chopped down to 12 when the builders chopped down the trees. Fast forward a bit more and we've got our second city up and running significantly faster than we did in the last game, and our capital is flourishing. But sadly, things aren't all wine and roses. We've got barbarians to the west that are going to pester us, and a very special set of barbarians known as the Macedonian Empire that are going to declare war on us very shortly. Thankfully, we have a small military presence that we can use to fortify our borders and keep them off the cities without much struggle. The best part about this war is that Macedonia thought he was invincible. He sent a completely unguarded settler wandering around, and I stole that fool and built my 3rd city with him. From then on, it was just a matter of defending our borders until we had the ability to sue for peace. There are obviously a lot of small things that happened in between the first turn and the 90th turn, but these are the major milestones that occurred. With all of that out of the way, it's time to get back into the live commentary. Let's get started. And we're back, and we are ready to dominate the world. Our first order of business is to declare peace. We've been at war with Macedonia for a very long time, and we defended ourselves well, and we will award ourselves with all of his gold. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, how about some tea? No. No, you don't want to do that. City? Nah, he's definitely not going to do that. Okay, we're going to make peace with Alexander. We've been fighting him for a long time. The AI put up a pretty good fight, but we were able to gimmick the system enough to survive. The AI in Civ is notoriously not that great, but when you put it at the highest difficulties, then it does become challenging, but it doesn't make the best decisions. And that's kind of par for the course for most AIs in most video games, especially in strategy games, because there's only so much you can do to make them difficult. Unless you're trying to make some Skynet Watson level artificial intelligence to put into your game, then they're going to make some bad decisions sometimes, right? Because if they did make an AI in Civ or XCOM that was capable of thinking and performing so well that it could play exactly like a human, make the perfect decisions, then it probably wouldn't be as fun. Because there's a certain amount of enjoyment that comes from saying, oh snap, the AI made a dumb decision. Almost the same way a real person would make a dumb decision. So there's a little bit of life that gets breathed into it because it isn't playing perfectly, because that's frustrating in its own way. So, in the city of Not In My House, also known as Nim, we just finished building our granary, and we're going to shift over our production to a monument. And that is going to give us some much-needed culture per turn. None of our other cities have monuments in them, and we're also working on holy sites, because I do want to get a religion and a pantheon, just like I was trying to do before, so we can get some nice passive benefits. And I haven't gotten any faith per turn really at all for the first 93 turns, which is pretty rough. So hopefully all the pantheons haven't been taken. I don't even know if I can check on that, but hopefully not all the pantheons have been taken. Fingers crossed pretty hard for that one. So as soon as that monument's finished, we're going to get some extra culture per turn. And as soon as we finish researching archery, we can upgrade at least, I think I'll upgrade one slinger into an archer. This guy has a promotion on him already, so it'll be nice to have him to defend the city. Units need orders. What you want to do? Go over there. And so it'll be nice to have a high tier unit. Archers are going to be our strongest defenders for a very long time, because even though we're at peace with Macedonia, he could declare war again soon enough.
I shot an arrow into the air. It fell to earth. I knew not where.
And I imagine he will. So I'm gonna upgrade this one guy into an archer. If I get any promotions on my other slingers, I'll upgrade them, or if I happen to get some extra money, because I don't want to float down too low, because there's stuff that I want to do. I actually have a pretty good plan going right now, and I think now's as good a time as any to talk about it. So first things first, we're going to shift over our research to writing, which is going to give us access to the campus district. Boom. Next, we're going to put a pin on the map. Bang. Campus. We're going to put a campus right here. So this campus is going to be next to 3 mountains, and campuses, when next to mountains, give you additional science per turn, which is going to be very beneficial to us. It's going to help us research things a lot faster. I'm looking forward to that. Ooh, there was one more thing that I wanted to talk about regarding the actual game and the status of the world. This right here. Antananvar. Antananavario? In case you haven't forgotten, I'm not pretending to not know how to pronounce this. I actually don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Antananavario, though. This used to be a city-state, and Macedonia brutally captured it for his own gains. And as much as that sucks, because I was benefiting from that city-state, I was getting culture per turn from these guys, I'm going to free them when the time comes. The Scottish Liberation Forces will charge across the land, and they will free this city-state as soon as I get the ability to declare a war of liberation, which is coming up in a considerable number of turns. Sometime within the next 200 turns, we're going to set that city-state free. So they're going to have to deal with the oppressive regime of Mr. Smiley Pants for a while. But I think for now, it'll be okay. So I think that just about covers everything to catch you guys up with exactly where we're at right now, what the status of the world looks like. We just discovered another city-state. This is a financial city-state or an economic city-state, so they get gold. They give us gold if we send them envoys. That's also very beneficial. We don't have envoys in any of these city-states. Stockholm, they want us to train a galley, which is their current quest for us, and if we do that, we'll get a free envoy. Well, it's not free. It costs us a galley, but we don't know how to make those yet. So I suppose I could shift my next research for sailing, but I do want to do irrigation so I can build an improvement on top of this luxury resource, which will give my cities more amenities and make them happier, make them work faster, harder, and stuff like that. But also getting that city-state is pretty valuable. So I think I will shift over to sailing next. I want to send them envoys. I want to do a quest. Anyway, I saw Black Panther. Super excited about that. It's a great movie, man. And on 2 different levels, it was a great movie. I am a black American male. So on that level, the movie was freaking amazing. But I quite enjoy the Marvel comic book movies. And this one was one of the best.
The Pantanal is the most complex intertropical alluvial plain of the planet, and perhaps the least known area of the world.
Nice, and we just discovered a world wonder, and it's already been claimed by India. Damn, he's getting a serious amount of culture from this thing. That is ridiculously valuable. We've got to make sure that India stays friendly with us for as long as possible. We're currently friendly with India, and I'm going to try and keep that friendship going. We've got a trade going with him at the moment, and I'm going to continue trading with him throughout the game to hopefully keep that relationship going. I have a trade route going back and forth between my 2 cities. I'm going to send that trade route to him next. Hopefully he is grateful for that, getting roads built between us. I think it'll work out in the long run. I'm also going to continue expanding out to the west because there's a luxury resource here that I do not have. There's also horses, which will help us out tremendously. This is not the really best place to settle because there's no river over here. There's also no mountains for us to build an aqueduct, which will... it's such a deep rabbit hole. Let me just continue talking about Black Panther. I'll get into that stuff later. It's a great movie. Great for a black person. I loved it for those reasons because of the cultural significance of the movie. But it was a fantastic Marvel movie as well. But I'll tell you this. one thing that I was painfully reminded of, after the movie, I went to lunch, and I went to the movie with about 11 other people, I think. And just a quick shout out to Jay for getting me a ticket to that. Completely forgot to buy my tickets because I'm an idiot. Jay, you hooked your brother up. And there were 11 people at the movie. Most of the people that went were in a relationship, and that's great for them. In fact, I commend them on having successful relationships. In fact, I'm a little bit jealous that they have successful relationships. But I'll tell you this, I hate doing anything, really, with couples. Oh, let me tell you something. On their own, they're perfectly fine people. Jay, you have a wonderful girlfriend. Everyone there had wonderful significant others. Very nice people. Very kind, very friendly, very welcoming. I feel no animosity towards them. But as a unit, I hate them. There's something about being around couples that turns my stomach a little bit. Maybe it's because I'm a bitter, jealous bastard. Maybe it's because I hate Valentine's Day. I don't know what all the reasons could be. But I do know that there's something about the fact that the level of inside jokes that couples have, and just the sheer amount of joy that they exude, it just makes me angry. Yeah, I know, I'm a bitter bastard. I don't care. It makes me laugh. We just got access to governors, finally, and the governor that I'm going to appoint, I've already sort of read into this a little bit, is Pingala. He increases science and culture generated by the city that he's implanted in by 20%, which is a pretty nice benefit. So I'm going to get him, I'm going to put him in the city of Nim, not in my house. Well, this is your house now.
Our governor is now on the...
Boom. So in 5 turns, he's going to be implanted there, and he's going to boost up the science and culture. So I'm going to turn this into the science and culture hub, and I guess I'll get him a government plaza as well as soon as I get the opportunity. So this city is going to have a campus, theater district, government plaza. That's going to be nice. That's going to be real juicy. Oh, I found another city-state. And it's under attack. There's a lot of city-states under attack that I'm totally going to have to liberate with my Scottish Liberation Army as soon as it's ready. And you know what? I do have the ability to change my policies, and that is something that I want to do right now. There's a policy that reduces the cost of purchasing a tile by 20%, and I'm going to shift that on because there is one tile that I would like to purchase for the city of Not In My House. I don't think that... Has the discount applied already? I'm going to go to the next turn just to make sure the discount gets applied. No, I am not trading with you, Alexander. Yeah, roll your eyes all you want. You've just been fighting my civilization for the last 500 years. Get your ass out of here. Maybe he's just trying to make friends. Alright, anyway, we're killing up this barbarian camp. And we're going to claim it. We're going to do a couple more things for today. And then we're going to take a little break. Boom, got the camp. Nice little chunk of change. Purchase a tile. Alright, it must have already applied the benefits. So I'm going to purchase that tile. And got to click next turn a couple more times so that we can build the campus. And I'm super excited to just get it on the ground and ready to produce. And there we go. That's going to wrap it up for today. We just finished building the holy site in our main city, and the campus is going to get plopped down pretty soon. But overall, again, this campaign is going a lot better than the first one. Having 3 cities to manage is a lot of fun. I definitely want to get a 4th and possibly a 5th one up and running pretty soon. We've got a lot of really lush and full areas that would really suck if the AI took advantage of them instead of me. So I'm really going to try and hustle and keep pushing forward to maintain the advantage that we're slowly starting to build. Now, possibly the biggest issue that we're going to have moving forward is that Free City, the city that I got by stealing a settler from Macedonia, is very low on production. In fact, it's not the best placed city ever, but it is serving a purpose of being sort of a defensive barrier between my 2 good cities. So I do like it for that reason, but I do also need to get the production increased pretty significantly in that city for it to be of any real value to me in the long run. Also, there have already been 2 great prophets recruited, so I've got to start hustling if I want to have a religion of my own. And I'm also a bit worried that all the pantheons have been claimed, so once I do hit the 75 faith mark, I might not even get anything, so that's going to hurt us pretty significantly. But all of this stuff is going to come later down the line in the next episode. So, with all of that said, the name of the game, as always, is Civilization VI. The name of the channel is iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, because if you do, it'll make me happy. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.